Make an egg float in the water. Not everything floats in the water. An egg, for instance, will sink to the bottom when placed in a container full of water. A ping pong ball, on the other hand, will float. Why does this happen? What makes something float or sink? Its density. What you'll need is a jar, egg. The egg doesn't hard boil, and water, and also salt. Add 1 cup of water to the empty container, or however much it takes to fill the container halfway, and allow an egg to be completely submerged. Gently place the egg in the water and observe what happens. Remove the egg. Add 6 tablespoons of salt to the water in the container and stir to mix. Gently place the egg back in the salt water and observe what will happen. Remove the egg and rinse it with fresh water slowly so as not to disturb the salt water. Add 1 cup of clean water into the container. The goal is to layer the fresh water onto the salt water, not to mix to the 2 layer. Place the egg back in the container a 3rd time. What's happening? An egg has higher density than water, so it won't float. When we added salt to the water, however, we changed its density. We made it so to the water had a higher density than the egg. Because of this, the egg was able to float. To further highlight this concept, we added a layer of fresh water over the salt water. The egg sank through the fresh water, but stopped sinking when it reached the salt water layer. One point to emphasize is that an object doesn't have to weigh less than water in order to float. It just has to be less dense. This means that it has to have a greater number of pockets of empty space in relation to its mass. This is how boats are able to float despite being so large and heavy, and it's why a ping pong ball will float but an egg will not.